we're back. Thank you for bearing with us. We've had a few technical problems, but hey, it's Christmas. We're back. I hope you enjoyed that song. I love that. Breadfruit roasting on an open fire by Yellow Man. All right. And me and Marcia, we were just talking. We were saying it was reminiscing on those days when you woke up or your parents made it so special for you, didn't they?
Yeah,
cooking the chicken, the turkey, and the cornmeal porridge. And
I used to like the chocolate tea that Mum used to make.
Wow.
And we would have ackee and saltfish for breakfast.
Yeah,
and
the fried dumplings.
And hardo bread. And some callaloo. Oh
yeah,
my God.
I loved it.
Yeah.
God, we used to have a whole heap of food though.
We did.
Whole heap of food. It was, it was brilliant. Now it's not, well, in my household, my kids are grown, so it's totally different atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore.
No, I don't think it is for me either. Well, I'm actually going to my son's this year anyway. So.
That's nice.
But they're vegan and vegetarian, so I'll have to bring my own meat, I think. Yeah,
man.
But other than that, I'm just going to chill.
Yeah, put your feet up
back
and relax.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be lonely then? You've got a house full of people.
Yes.
But even in a house full of people, you can still be lonely. What does that loneliness mean, actually?
I think I have been there one time when everybody's around you. So for me, it wasn't so much that I was lonely, but I felt alone.
Yes.
And I just felt at that time, but this was a few years back, but I think at that time I was feeling something was going on in my life at the time, and it felt like nobody else quite understood what I was going through. So it kind of felt like I was on my own, even though I was surrounded by family that I know love and care for me, but it was just I wasn't able to kind of articulate how I was feeling. They didn't get it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, loneliness, I suppose there's quite a few different sides to it, because like I'm single, I'm by myself, and am I lonely? I wouldn't say I'm lonely. I would say because I've chosen to be in this position. So the position what I'm in, I love it. I just think it's fantastic that I choose to do what I want to do throughout my days. I can organise my time. And if I want to do something different, then I'll just go and find something different to do. Like being here, I thought I want to do some volunteering. And so I reached out and I'm a volunteer now. So everybody's got choices. And I don't want to sound patronising to anybody at all, because I don't want people to say, well, you've got a choice, but so this is my situation. But then I suppose you've got to look at your situation and see how it can work out for you.
Yeah,
to benefit yourself.
I absolutely agree, and I know what you're saying there about even if we think we haven't got a choice, I think even doing nothing, is in fact
your
a choice.
Exactly.
Because there isn't anything. I mean, every day, every minute of the day, we make choices. And we do it automatically. We don't always realise that that's what we're doing, but we're choosing every single moment of the day, whether that's good or bad. And I think, particularly around this time of year, and people, a lot of people will feel quite lonely. At this time of year, if they feel that they haven't got anyone, and I guess that's the thing, isn't it? It's like what can we do to support people that are feeling that this year?
Yeah, exactly. Because I know that people have gone through bereavements. And, I've gone through a bereavement, myself. And I remember the first year when my brother passed away. And what did we do? We all got together as a family. But then even you all, like you were just saying about all together as a family, you were still actually lonely because there was some piece of you actually missing because that had disappeared with that person who had passed away. So then that was really difficult to deal with, and everybody grieves in different ways. So you've got to find the way how you grieve for you. You've got to do it for you. And I think for me, it's always, I like to express myself, and so I expressed myself in cooking and serving, you know, and that was my way of dealing with the grief, you know, making sure that everybody was happy, because I know my brother would really appreciate that. So I suppose it's just really loneliness. I just don't want anybody out there to be feeling sad. And if you are feeling lonely and you want to, you're thinking to yourself, and we shouldn't just be having this conversation for Christmas, because this is a yearly problem, And if you are feeling lonely and you want to make a connection, you know, maybe start by knocking on your neighbour's door, or picking up the telephone and just, you haven't heard from a friend for so long, you know, giving them a shout out and saying, how are you? And, you know, just start off small. Absolutely. You know, because that other person might be feeling exactly how you're actually feeling.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I know more often than not, people will appreciate it.
Absolutely.
They absolutely will appreciate, you know, even just a smile if you're passing people on the street. You know, you don't know how much that might mean to someone, because we live in this, you know, this time that we're in, you know, it's almost like it's very individualistic, isn't it? So we're all rushing around doing for ourselves, and, you know, we barely have time to, you know, shout hello to somebody that we do know, never mind people that we don't necessarily know, you know, whether it's your neighbour. And it's interesting, isn't it, that we can live in community and still don't know our neighbours. And we should do. We should. You'd like to get involved with your neighbours. I want to find out, you know, I'm a right nosy Parker. I'm so bad. I am a nosy Parker. That sounds so like, oh my God, wrong. But you know what? In my street, I'm like, all right, who's that in my street? Who's that who's parked outside my house? And I'm like, whose car is that? And I will stand at that window and I will check them out. And it's like, I'll put a note on their car and say, hello. So bad. Yeah. But yeah, I like to, but that's just a way of me. I want to know who's in the street. Yeah. I want to, you know, I want to know who you are. And so if I see you, I'll say hello. And how are you, and whatever. So I think that's always good. And I think that's really important. One of the things that I really love about you, Lesley, is the fact that you are a community person. You are, you know, that's the person that you are. You want to know if people are all right. Well, it's not even that always. You know, I think it's that. You said something earlier, and you said about serving.
Yeah.
And about service.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you're about, actually.
Yeah.
Service. I think, you know, we can do that in so many different ways. But we love your cooking still.
All right. But I'm not cooking. Well, no, that's a lie, actually. I am going to cook. What was you doing for Christmas?
Well, I'm actually going to my son's.
You said,
They're vegan and vegetarian, but it does taste nice still.
Yeah.
But I still want my meat.
You want some meat?
I'm going to have to cook myself something. Me and my other son,
you
know, we still eat meat. So I'm going to do a little something for me and him. And go and kick back at my son's.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice. Well,
chill out.
Yeah, I'm going to be. I thought I was going to be at home by myself. My choice. And because I just wanted some time for Lesley, some self-love, and that's actually changed. But this is where I want to be. Listen to this song. Tell me what you think, Shaggy. Hi everyone. I hope you enjoyed that song. Tell me what you want for Christmas. I want a holiday in Jamaica. That's what I want. That'd be nice. So we're having a conversation about loneliness and what you can do. And I'm saying, you know, knock on somebody's door or just, you know, smile at somebody and just interact with somebody. And I know, you know, everybody's going through different things in their life, like bereavement, and, you know, and maybe you don't want to talk to anybody at the moment and you just want to be by yourself, but you know, which is your choice to do that. But we're just saying, you know, if you want to be by yourself, be by yourself. But loneliness, there's always somebody else out there who might be feeling exactly how you're feeling. So just reach out. And we've got somebody who'd like to say a few words. Hi.
Hi.
Please tell everybody who you are.
Yeah, my name is Walter. I'm a local guy from Leeds, Chapeltown. One of the local nice guys, as they say. But my message to everybody out there, it's Christmas time, and you've got to have time for everybody out there. And if you know anybody who's elderly or alone, just go over, knock on the door, make sure that they're all right. You know, that's what it's all about. Remember, everybody needs somebody. And a smile costs nothing, because it's one of the things in life that is totally free. And it's big smiles for everybody out there. And I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year. And remember, love thy neighbours like you love yourself. That's all I've got to say for now.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Walter.
That was really
good. Thank you. And that is so true, isn't it?
Absolutely.
A smile. And the thing about it, when you smile, how you feel as well.
It's so
you
uplifting.
walk away. Yeah.
You know, somebody actually took the time out to smile at you.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes
you feel
valued, don't you?
Yeah.
You do receive it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So when you do that and it's like, oh yeah, and then they really appreciate it and you feel, oh wow, that's my good deed done for today. And that feels really good.
It does. It does.
So that's really good.
Just a few of the things that loneliness can do. So not only is it a sort of emotional and psychological problem, but it also can affect us physically as well.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know if anybody's heard of something called SAD, which is seasonal affective disorder.
Right. Okay.
And that's it's sometimes referred to as the winter depression, and that's actually a real phenomenon, you know. And I think not very many people are aware that this seasonal affective disorder can have such an impact. And it's the research is out there to say that it is a real thing, you know. And a lot of us are unaware of it.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things about it is that it is a type of depression.
Yeah.
But it comes and goes in a seasonal pattern. So a lot of people in winter experience that, and they might not even necessarily know that that's what they've got.
Right.
You know, the symptoms for it are usually more apparent in the winter time.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why it's called SAD, seasonal affective disorder.
Okay. Wow, that's so interesting. That's so interesting, Marcia. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And I think it's really important, you know. So Black Health Initiative, we're doing, we want to do a lot of things to get people more motivated and have these conversations, So loneliness, it's leading to, your health. It's leading to your brain, like we were talking a couple of weeks ago regarding dementia.
Absolutely.
And it's good for your brain to keep talking, to keep working different parts of your brain. And so doing fitness and what we're eating, that's really good for us as well. And BHI is starting a BHI Soul Steppers. Woohoo! Soul Steppers, yes. And it's about you. It's about starting a walk. And it's not just a walk, actually. It's about coming out for the community. It's about, getting involved, so you don't feel lonely. You don't feel like, sad and you want to be by yourself. It's about making a difference. It's about, making you smile, making you feel different inside by taking part. And you might think to yourself, oh, well, I'm not good at walking, I can't really walk properly. But you know what? Everybody goes at their own speed. We're not there to judge you, We just want people to come out, to be a part of the BHI Soul Steppers. And the BHI Soul Steppers, it's for anybody and everybody. It's for all of us to take part. And it's about building our community. And if you're not here in Leeds, if you're in Huddersfield and you're listening, then you can start your walk, and you can do it the same time as us here in Leeds. And let's all bring it together. So Birmingham, Bradford, Huddersfield, Nottingham, Jamaica, Africa, wherever you are listening, let's all get healthy together. Let's all start walking and doing something, bringing the communities together, getting involved with your neighbours, your friends, and having those conversations. Because that's what it's about.
Absolutely.
It's not just about walking, it's about, being a part of something bigger and better. Too many people are passing away, and it's like, a lot of people go to funerals to pay their respect, but why do you not go before and see that person before they actually die? Why we're not getting involved in people's lives before they go? Because we don't know tomorrow's. It's not given, is it? It's not given to us.
Exactly.
So yeah. So it's about just all working together and getting involved with each other.
Absolutely, I 110% agree with you with that, Lesley. I think the whole thing about loneliness. Getting yourself out and actually joining the Soul Steppers is just one way of, addressing that loneliness.
Exactly.
And you can go at your own pace. You can do it for us however long you want. Just as you said, but it's not prescribed. Nobody's telling you to do it for X amount of time.
No.
Just do it at your own pace and for however long you want to do it. I guess it's about getting yourself out there and just having that time for you.
Yourself,
absolutely.
So what do they say? Self-love. I'm doing this for me. Self-care.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's so true.
And doing so much for your own health, and not only that, you're going to feel better.
Yes,
you're actually going to feel better because what then happens as soon as you start doing a little bit of exercise, it's just walking.
Yeah.
The happy hormones kind of kick in.
Yep.
So the endorphins start flowing and you feel better.
Yeah.
So there is a physiological reason why we should do it. It's not just, we're not just saying it for saying sake.
Exactly.
It actually does have a real health benefit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's so important because it's all part of loneliness. It's all part of depression. It's all part of dementia. It's about staying together, working together as communities, and bringing people together and having those conversations with each other. Which is fantastic. So let's do it. Soul Steppers, we are starting on the 10th of January. It starts at 6 p.m. and we are starting at the Potter Newton Park in Leeds at 6 p.m. And I'm going to just give me 10 minutes and I'm going to give you some more information regarding that. In the meantime, we're going to carry on this conversation of loneliness. But please, if you want to get involved in what we're doing, then you can get us, like I said, on any of our social media platforms. And be a part of the conversation, And if you know somebody who would like to be a part, then sharing is caring.
Absolutely, and I'd also say as well, if anybody is lonely and they need to talk, remember the chat and coach drop-in, which is on a Thursday morning at the Reginald Centre. Get in touch with BHI for that as well and get yourself booked on.
Yeah. And can you do that by a link or something as well?
You can. I think
by
at the
Zoom
moment it's we can do it. I can do it by Zoom link. That's absolutely fine as well.
Yeah.
So if anybody doesn't want to, and I know it's getting cold and it gets snowy, but if you want, it can be done via a phone call. It can be done via Zoom, or you can just book the appointment and let us know what your preference would be.
Right.
And we'll go with that.
Fantastic. And to our audience, there's a lot going on in the studio today. A lot going on. Today is, it's what? What day is it? It's the 21st of December. It's Christmas. It's party time. And BHI is having their Christmas party today. So, and that is all what's going on. I want the party to be in this office as well. You know, bring the party in here. Yes, yeah. We're going to bring one of our volunteers in here, and they're going to share their thoughts with us today on the platform.
My name's Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
What do you want to tell us today?
Well, my name's Jennifer, as I said before, and I think loneliness is a choice. You can either stay in your house and be lonely and enjoy your own company, or you can go out and socialise with people. But when my mother was alive, unfortunately she passed away 9 years ago, she used to say, how could I be lonely when I got Jesus with me? So you know what? I'm like my mother. When I switch on my gospel music and I start to dance in the house, I cannot be lonely. So for me, as I said before, loneliness is a choice. Thank you.
Oh, thank
you. Excellent. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you so much. And that is so true, Jennifer. Thank you. And that's sure we said that. Lonely is a choice.
Yeah,
it is down to you. It's down to that individual. Yes. And we've got another volunteer who's going to come and share her thoughts as well.
It's like a little family here, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's our Christmas party at BHI. So all the volunteers are together here today. Hi, Judith.
Hi.
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 So what does loneliness mean to you?
Loneliness, I think it's about having that space. For me, I don't really get lonely. I think I've just got used to knowing who I am, and I use it to reflect and think, and I know that there's always somebody there for me if I need anybody to comfort me or to guide me. And I think with the world, everyone says, you should have friends, you should have family, and I think it's really wrong because not everybody has that. And I think it's important for you to be able to spend that time, especially now, to look at yourself and ask what you need to do and to go forward, and not to think about the world and family and friends and everything else, and just discover who you are as a person. For me, I don't think there's such a thing as loneliness. I think it's about looking at yourself and asking questions about where you should be going or what you should be doing. So I don't look at it like the world looks at it.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that is so true.
That was really insightful, wasn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely. And it goes back, it's your choice. It's your choice. So if there's anybody feeling lonely, then that's your choice. But please don't feel lonely. And if you are feeling lonely, then get involved with BHI, or get involved in a community event, or get involved with something in your area. Go and knock on somebody's door and say, hi, how are you? Just do something to break that cycle of how your life runs. Yes.
Yeah, and I would add to that as well. Everybody, the rest of us, we must be mindful of those that we haven't seen for a while, for those of them that actually might not be able to come out.
Yeah.
Go and look for them.
Yeah.
Go and knock them up. Go and check that they're all right.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. And we've got another volunteer with us as well. Just tell us who you are, your name.
Hi, I'm Lindy. I'm Lindy. I currently volunteer at BHI at the Fusion Cafe.
Excellent. And what does loneliness mean to you?
I would say it's, as people have said previously, it's more a personal decision. I think if you try to surround yourself with friends, if you don't have family around, if you have friends, it's still a good idea to give them a call, or maybe just say hello to even a neighbor who you live close by, just to say hello. So you can't be lonely when you have everyone around you. Just try and reach out if someone's not reaching out to you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, wow.
Some great advice,
so much.
There?
Fantastic advice. Fantastic advice from our volunteers. And these are volunteers who have chosen to be a part of BHI. And they're here today. And they're sharing their stories, their insights with you all. So thank you so much to our volunteers who are sharing.
And having a good time. Eating.
They are. And shall we have We have got one more. Yay! And who is it? We have got the boss herself. Here she is.
I don't know about the boss. I think these lot will slate me about the Christmas party, but the vibes are good and the intention is good. You know what? It's been great today, seeing all the volunteers come in today and celebrate together as a team for all the work that's happened since September. It's been quite a turbulent start of the back end of the year. Obviously, those that are not aware, we had a great loss within BHI. And it's nice to see that we've also attracted new volunteers, but existing volunteers have maintained their positions and the projects have been able to continue. So, yeah, I got a bit jealous. I saw all the volunteers coming in the studio and I was like, right, I want my turn. Yeah, I want to come in. So I think for me, when we look at loneliness, one of the things that we do need to kind of really consider is the amount of suicides that happen during such a really difficult and lonely time, especially with men, and how men's mental health is compromised at such poignant times within the year, which is Christmas and New Year's. So I think my message or my thoughts go out to those single males that might not necessarily have family around them, that might not necessarily have the best of relationships with friends and maybe their children, and are maybe at home on their own during this festive season. So I hope our kings in particular can really hold on to the person who they were, the person who they are, and the person who they want to become, and not lose hope, and acknowledge that, like what some of our volunteers have said, it can be just a choice. And if we make those conscious efforts to reach out to our loved ones, rebuild those relationships that might have been broken, or volunteer and just get out the house and try to just be in a place of understanding and give yourself a bit of a break and understand that there's a higher being and there's more out there for us to live and for us to look forward to in the future. And part of BHI's manifesto and part of us growing as a charity is to making sure that we are reaching out to those individuals that are in challenging times. So I know Christmas is usually a happy time for most people, but I also appreciate that it can be a really, really lonely time for others. So definitely pick up the phone, reach out to your friends, and reach out to BHI. And you know, when we come back in the new year, listen to Passion Radio. Make sure you're tuning in exactly to you guys, Lesley and Friends, Lesley and Marcia, and just hang on to the positive things that's happening in your life, because I think loneliness should only be a season, and it shouldn't necessarily be a reason for us to look at other opportunities to exit this world. And we all have spouts of loneliness. I am surrounded by friends and family. However, at times I beg for that loneliness. I want that loneliness. Leave me alone, everybody. So loneliness definitely is, I suppose, relative, and it's all perspective. It's all about your perspective on it. But I acknowledge that there are people that genuinely are in really miserable and challenging times at this time of the year. So, like I said, salute to all my kings, all my queens, all my princes and princesses out there who might be going through a difficult time, might be a bit challenged with that emptiness, what we call loneliness, but find moments of enjoyment, find moments where you surround yourself with people. And music is definitely something that can really make you feel that you're in a rave. If you're like me, I'm obsessed with Beyonce, so I will always put on one of her tunes and straight away I'm teleported to the concerts. Or, you know, I'm imagining if she was in my house with me right about now, the conversations that we would be having. If you was on the outside, you would definitely think I'm having a nervous breakdown. But for me, it is the best thing all the time that I do. So, yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas. And let me just say, A massive, huge thank you to Lesley and Marcia. You guys have been smashing it for the few weeks that you've been on this channel. A massive thank you to Passion Radio for allowing us to grace the airways. And a huge thank you to all the listeners. And really, this is a big campaign. I want everybody to just share the app. Make sure you like and share. Go onto our Instagram, go onto our TikToks, and really get the word out there that every Thursday we are giving everyone globally around the world information around health, around, like today's subject was loneliness. And we really want to spread that word so we can get the message across to all our people, as well as it being fused with some music. I'm still waiting to hear my Christmas Beyonce song. So I'm hoping before you guys leave, you grace me with that. But yeah, huge thank you and blessings to everyone. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas!
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much, Tasha. Woo, woo!
That was so inspirational, wasn't it?
Absolutely,
Oh,
absolutely. Tasha is so inspiring. She really is.
She absolutely
really is. And I hope everybody out there listen to that message. You know, actually, we're talking about the kings, the prince, the princesses, the queens. Please take note, because suicide, that's the final one. That's the final result. And if anybody's feeling like that, then please get in touch with somebody, who can advise you.
Absolutely. One of the things that I would say as well is, I know sometimes that things can feel really, really hopeless.
Yeah.
And it can. But there is always hope. And one of the things that I would always tell myself when I would find myself in dark places, because I have suffered from depression, was that it was always temporary. This situation, no matter how long it took me to get through it and to get past it, one of the things that gave me hope was that what I'm in now, right now, is temporary.
Yeah.
It's temporary.
Yeah.
And that things can change and that there is hope.
Yeah.
And that's the message that we want to give.
Absolutely.
Don't we, Lesley? That there's hope.
Absolutely.
Doing
suicide, and I know I'm not saying it lightly, but that's like the final result. You can't come back from that. So, And there's so much meaning and purpose to each one of our lives, isn't there? We've all got something to contribute and bring. Yeah, absolutely.
So please, reach out to BHI. If there is nowhere else for you to go, reach out.
Yes, exactly. And we've got one more volunteer who would like to share a message as well.
Hey. So yeah, it's about loneliness, right?
Yes.
I believe that, some people, I feel like you can cause loneliness on yourself by like, what's the word? Like thinking people are all negative around you or towards you, when that's not really the case. If you open your perspective and open your mind and realize actually there is a lot of people around you that, from my point of view, that actually like you, want to support you, and want to do what you want to do. So don't think in the world that you're lonely and you're doing it all by yourself, because you find the right people, for example, like all of you lot, get all together, work, network, and then you see how happy you are, and you're actually not lonely because you've met the right people to help you and get you to do things, and everyone comes together and gets somewhere. So
absolutely.
Yeah, in my perspective, I feel if it comes to career sides of loneliness, then I have to tell myself, you are not. You literally find the right people, and we can all work and all get to where we want to get.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Wow. You know what? We have had some absolutely positive, inspirational people, volunteers who have come on and shared their thoughts. So, loneliness is your choice, and you've just got to look in the mirror and say, today I'm not going to be lonely. Today I'm going to do me, and this is what I want to do, and go ahead and do it, and don't worry about anybody else.
Be brave and courageous.
Yeah. Let's do it. So let's let's play Beyonce. I hope this is the right one. woo, woo. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that song. We got Destiny Child. Everybody's been crying for Destiny Child, and there she was. I hope you've enjoyed the show this week. It's all been about loneliness. In the studio, it might be a little bit noisy because it's BHI's Christmas party today. But I just wanted to just say again about loneliness. Loneliness, it's all connected. So dementia, and it's all connected. Stress. So it's all about our health. So we all need to start thinking about what it is, what's important to us, and start doing that. Don't give. Well, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but you want to set yourself goals, hold yourself accountable, tell yourself, I want to achieve something different, I want to do something different. And how am I going to do that? I'm going to do stall steppers. I'm going to start walking and getting your steps in, starting at 8,000 steps to 1,000 steps and making it matter. So yes, that's what it's all about, being healthy. You don't want to be not healthy. So let's all get healthy together. 2024 is just around the corner. So let's get healthy. If you want to be a part of BHI, then you can contact us on 0734 179 8948, or you can phone us on 0113 307 0300. And so it's BHI show with that Passion Radio. So just download the app, share it. Sharing is caring. Let people know what we're doing on this platform. That is Black Health Initiative, and it's all about health. It's all about getting you healthy. And let 2024, let us all get healthy together. Let us work together to get healthy. Anyway, that's enough of me going on. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed the 2 hours. Can't believe 2 hours has gone by so quickly. And I do apologise for a few technical problems we've had on the show, but now we are sorted. And we have got DJ Casey, who's coming on from 4 till 6. Woohoo! And she is going to be entertaining us with some beautiful music. So if you want to have a little move around and you're getting ready to cook your dinner, then yeah, keep the radio on because you definitely will be moving around. Okay, so I am going to play my last song. Let's have one more song. So it's Destiny Child. Enjoy, everyone, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.